looking at ways you can save money and avoid being taken advantage of, courtesy of Consumers Checkbook. It's a nonprofit organization that provides unbiased and undercover price research and consumer advice on local businesses.
Joining us is executive editor of Consumers Checkbook, Kevin Brassler. Good to see you again, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
Good morning.
First thing we're going to talk about reliable kennels and pet sitters.
Yeah, so we collect ratings about lots of different local services. Kennels and pet sitters are some of the ones we have our members rate. We evaluated about, I think it's 25 or 26 kennels. For the most part, these places got good ratings, but you do need to shop around for a good price. So we found that some, just for a week stay for one pet, some charge $200 or less, some charge $500 or more. And the really expensive ones didn't necessarily do better in our surveys of pet owners.
And here are 4 kennels that received the best ratings for quality and price.
Yeah.
There's one in Ingleside, Hampshire, South Holland, and Homer Glen. They're all on your screen there.
These are 4 of the 25 that got really good ratings and charged below average prices. There are others in our list that I think also are good fits. The key really is to try out a kennel. These days, a lot of kennels require you to try them out before you take your pet there. They really kind of commingle pets these days. Kennels used to be dreary places where their priority was to keep pets separate from one another. Now they're kind of run as like camps, like sleepaway camps where they mingle with one another. And just some dogs don't do too well in those environments. They don't play along well with other pets.
All right, what about title protection services?
Yeah, there are a few companies out there that are running a lot of commercials saying that there's this nationwide crime spree. They have these former criminals come on and say things like, I just go down to the local county clerk's office and just, forge titles and then now own your property and I run wild and take out loans.
I've seen a lot of stories about this.
And it's total nonsense, okay? I mean,
but it happens.
Title fraud does occur.
Yeah.
But it's not a nationwide crime spree. It's not as common, nearly as common as what they're letting on. It's very rare as far as we can tell. The crime really isn't tracked well at all by the FBI or even police departments, but it's not as if this is happening every day. And it's not as easy as what they say it is. And so there's lots of companies out there that really ramp up anxiety about things. Like, you can't buy an airline ticket without saying, no, I don't want to protect my trip. And you can't, there's home warranty companies and extended service contracts, and they all ramp up this anxiety about, what will happen if things go wrong?
Yeah.
And in this case, the odds of something going wrong, title fraud, the way they describe it especially, it's just very rare.
Okay.
And
but
so,
is this worth getting? I mean, do
absolutely
these work?
not.
No. So
and really all they're doing is monitoring your title and letting you know if a change has been tried. Somebody's tried to apply a change to your title. It's not as if they, are offering to hire lawyers to fix it for you. The biggest problem is the ads they run themselves are incredibly misleading. The biggest company out there, right now they're using Newt Gingrich as their spokesperson. Before that, it was Rudy Giuliani, and I can only speculate that they decided he wasn't trustworthy anymore. One of the ads they run, they say that they have 2 victims who say, "Oh, my house just somebody now took it away from me, and this this title fraud occurred." And the 2 victims, supposed victims, one had been foreclosed on because they hadn't been paying their mortgage, and the other one, like their home was ruled uninhabitable or something like that. I mean, the fact that they couldn't come up with real victims to use in their ads is pretty telling.
All right. Amazon ads, a lot of what you showed were paid promos.
Yeah, we looked for 50 different items on Amazon, and then we counted up within the first 25 items that showed us in our search results how many of those were ads. And about half were paid spots. And so, the allure of Amazon and really, the advantage of using it is you can shop for pretty much anything and, find it there and get it delivered pretty quickly. But it's clear that more and more Amazon is controlling what they show us and are leaning pretty heavily toward featuring items that they're getting paid extra to promote.
Not necessarily. Are they identified as such?
Well, they are, but not very well. They use this very gray, light sponsored, and small type to the side. Sometimes they group together with this little, fine gray border, 5 different items, and they're all sponsored. And they're using all kinds of different labels. Bestsellers, overall pick, featured, this and that. And so, because there's so many labels, it makes it confusing. I will say, to be fair, other retailers are doing this. We see the same types of ads when we shop on Home Depot, Lowe's, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, all these other places. But there aren't nearly as many ads on those sites. But to be fair, Amazon, at least when they're showing us ads, they're at least relevant to our search. We found that when we looked for sneakers, they weren't showing us toothbrushes. That's a good thing. But clearly, I will just say this: filters are your friends when shopping on Amazon now, because when we applied filters, we only want to look at certain brands or certain size, things like that. Not all
It
the
narrows it
ads went
down.
away, but it did narrow it down, and it wasn't the point where half of what we were getting showed were
Speaking
were
of
promos.
brands, you say there's bizarre brand names when you search sunglasses on Amazon.
Well, especially electronics and especially clothing and things like that. A lot of times now what's happening on Amazon, you're getting showed, you can see on screen, these bizarro brands is what we call them. These are companies largely manufacturers in China, and the reason their names are so goofy is that Amazon doesn't let anybody sell anything on its site unless it's registered. They've gone through this process of making sure there's no trademark infringement. They really crack down on counterfeit items. And so that's the good news. The bad news is a lot of the stuff for what you're being showed are paid promos from companies you've never heard of. And you know, you can still see in the user reviews, sometimes, often these products are great, people like them. But it's clear that Amazon is you know, giving equal weight to these, you know, bizarre brands that they are, you know, brands that we know and maybe trust more.
All right. Well, you can get all the information for free until December 15th. You can go to checkbook.org/WGN/free. Thanks, Kevin. Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Time now for Around Town.
Hey, Anna.